Hello everyone. Let's keep it short. This is going to be a very short video about using a Sony Alpha 6000 camera with a Sony E-mount telephoto lens with a Sony LA-EA1 adapter. Um, First of all, the reason why I went for this lens is that I already had the 55 to 210 E-mount lens. Recently, I started pictures of birds, and I realized that I need a bigger lens. The options that I had for E-mount were pretty expensive, and I'm relatively new to this field, so I thought it was worth trying some other possibilities. In Sony's support website, I checked. They mentioned that this lens is usable with E-mount cameras with Sony LA-EA1 adapter with certain limitation. We will go to that later. The biggest thing is that this mount adapter here, LA-EA1 adapter, need to have firmware version 2.0 to have some autofocus capability out of this lens. In fact, I bought it for about 60 euros from eBay, and the guy who sold it to me had written in description that the autofocus doesn't work with this adapter. However, I was really fortunate. When I received this adapter yesterday, I checked and the firmware version was already 2.0. And when I got this lens today, I saw that the autofocus is working fine only in single mode. The way Sony has mentioned about it in their website about compatibility of this lens with this adapter and Sony A6000. So I spent 60 euros on this adapter, and I bought this one used for about 150 euros. So this is like a setup in 200 euros, not very expensive. Maybe in future, if I want to have better quality, I will go for the G lens, which is like 1000 euros. I have to reach that level. I have to earn it to buy that kind of lens. Anyway, just a little advertisement about my website. It's not a commercial website. Just check f28 iso100.com if you want to check the photos that I'm taking. You can always give me suggestions there. Okay, now coming to the shortcomings of this setup. You cannot use this setup for video. This lens is noisy. It makes so much of noise that I can even imagine with still photos. Imagine you are quite close to an exotic animal or a bird, and then you set the camera on autofocus. It's going to freak that animal or a bird out. This is an imaginary situation. I don't know how to perceive this noise, but this is some mechanical noise of motor. The second one is that continuous autofocus is not going to work as with the E-mount lens that I had shown. But I took some sample pictures today, and it wasn't that bad. I could use manual focus easily, but you need to keep in mind that a 300 lens and then multiply it with the crop factor of APS-C sensor to use it by holding. This is quite light. You can hold it, but it's going to be a little shaky. 200 lens that I have, I did not struggle so much with it, but with this one, which is slightly bigger, I had to be more careful. Anyway, I always set the frame rate to high when I'm shooting birds, so I could just manage. Okay, now let's turn on the camera. Notice the noise, yeah? I hope you heard all that. And then you can see that here, if I go to menu and then I go to focus mode here, I always have a single shot autofocus. I don't have these options auto single autofocus auto or autofocus continuous. The good thing is that this camera has autofocus and manual focus option here, so I can switch between autofocus and manual focus while I'm shooting. And then it also has this lock button. Where is it? Here. That I can use when I don't want my lens to extend, when I don't want to. This was a very annoying thing with this lens. When I put it in my camera and I carry my camera on my shoulder, sometimes it will just extend. That problem isn't there with this lens because I can lock it. So that was that then, guys. If you want to know something more, do let me know, and I will upload my pictures in my website f28iso100.com. Do check there for sample pictures out of this setup. Thank you. Bye.